talk a little bit about crazy and insanity. Now, to me, the definition of insanity for me, and I know people have all these different cliches. I hate cliches. I'm like, can you get an original thought? The definition of insanity to me is inability to adapt. And what made me think about this, I was thinking about the conversation I was having about my hair and just basically how it got really damaged, and I was hoping that at 40, my hair is all supposed to be long and flowing and the same length and, just perfectly fine. But, it got damaged. And after that damage happened, I was, unable to adapt to the fact that this is what my hair looks like now. And so I was tearing myself up. I was not wanting to deal with my hair, not wanting to look at it. So, had I been combing it every day and whatever like that, I would have noticed it, dog. And that's why I stopped doing that, because every time I combed it through, like when it was wet, I would have like handfuls of hair come out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it really bothered me. Now, like I said, it might be natural things, stress. I had hell of a lot of stress just getting older and the chemical thing that happened. Now, so that's where insanity comes in when you don't adapt. When you look at people on the street and you see them talking to themselves and reliving moments over and over in their head, those are the reasons, because they haven't adapted or they haven't come to terms with whatever it is that happened in their life. And that's what was in my hair, because I didn't realize that my hair was so easy to, like it was so thin that once I comb it and I run the brush over it one time, I really don't have to worry about it at all. I didn't realize my hair was that thin. But the bad thing about it, and that's bothering me, is that you see all these wisps from when it had the damage. That's what's a little disturbing to me, but I have to get over it. I still have to comb my hair and go through the emotions like I would normally go through. But the thing about it too, just looking at a more broader view of it, is that about just repetitive motions and repetitive actions. I don't personally like to do things just because that's what you're supposed to do, and that's how it's always been done. And that's the thing I went through with my hair. Even though it's been damaged, I wouldn't be going through the motions just because I normally comb my hair. That's what I do. I still have hair on my head that needs to be, attended to and taken care of. So, it's not a bad thing for me to continue to comb and brush my hair when it's still wet, because I know that's the best. My hair responds best when it's still wet. So that's the thing for me to do. And the other thing I'm noticing, insanity too, failure to adapt. Adapt to the situation that, I had a place, but my place is fucked up. I should have been gone out of there a long time ago, instead of allowing myself to be depressed by it, and doing nothing, and it just getting worse to the point where the devastation was almost damn near just 20 times worse than it was if I had gotten out initially, but it was just like I wanted to be quote unquote stable, but it's not stable if you don't like the place, and it's not healthy for you, So I said, I don't know what exactly was going to happen or not. Oh my God, this is scary. The telephone pole thing I looked under the bus bench. I looked under the bus bench and I saw this thing, and I'm like, what the hell is that? A baby stroller? But it's a transformer or something that came down. And you know what, I feel bad? Like if somebody was sitting at that bus stop when that thing fell, that has got to be like horrifying. And now I'm looking as I'm walking, there's a little boy like maybe, I don't know, like 200 yards in front of me. He was behind me, and he's walking with a backpack, and it's hot sun, and it's got to be walking miles because he's walking the same path that I'm walking, and I don't like that. I don't think there should be any child walking on the street like that by themselves. I know it's the middle of the day, but when I see that, I think I've been watching too much Snapped or whatever, or all those crime movies, but I don't like that, because it's the middle of the day and it's just like a big stretch of road, you know. I don't like it. So I'm glad that I don't have children because, but I guess any of us is vulnerable. I mean, I'm a female in the middle of the day walking on a big stretch of road by myself. So I guess I'm just as vulnerable as anyone else. But, you know, I'm here, so so what can you do, you know? You can't like reverse the fact that I'm here. Speaking of which, I was thinking of Nas's song where he was, I forgot what song it was, but when he basically took everything backwards, that was like the dopest song ever. But I'm almost there, 5 more blocks. The thing that I'm thinking as I'm walking is that, wow, I can't believe I used to walk 5 miles to and from work. But I guess because I had bought a change of clothes that I could get sweaty and dirty in, you know. But because I'm tired. I'm like exhausted, you know. And I'm hungry. And like I said, right now, I think this is the right thing to do. Right now, like I said, it changes from moment to moment now. But it feels like the right thing to do because I hope I can get this job. If I can get this job, when I get this job, then what I'll do is, like I said, all I got to do is just keep getting as many jobs as possible. But it's kind of hard when, because like I said, I want a job fast. I don't, you know, to sit and send resumes and all that bullshit, you know. I'm not feeling that, you know. So, because it's going to take a long time, and then they got to call me back, and then I don't have a real phone, so if they call, they're going to get this long fucking voicemail that they don't want to hear, you know. So all of that comes into play, and so I probably won't get a message, which I haven't gotten any messages, and I did apply to some, but really, in order for you to get a job with that kind of situation, you really need to flood the job market. I did that before and I was successful. But with these penny any jobs, I can get them. This guy seems like he's okay. He's pretty honest. But other companies, you know, that I'm not sure of, I don't know, and I'm kind of leery of them. So I'm hungry now. I don't know how much money I have left. I'm hoping I have a good $60 or so at least, so I can at least buy food, because I am not on public assistance. So I need to kind of make this happen. But if push comes to shove, even though I didn't find the suit that I want, and the problem was, like when I got back, it's hard for you to even function in that type of environment, because for me to even look for my suit or whatever like that, oh my gosh, it's so hot I can't breathe, and it's like I get dizzy, I have to sit. It's crazy. So I really just need to get out of there, and I'm almost there. Within 2 blocks I'll be able to bust a right and just keep it moving for a little bit. So and I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I am hungry. I am hungry. And what I'm thinking that maybe I should do is, I'm scared to do it, like if I go buy a bus pass, but what if then I end up being assigned to a homeless shelter or something? Or if I don't have a place to go, then that's fine too, I guess, because then I'll be on the bus all the time. But if I get assigned to a shelter, then I'm locked in, but at least I have a place to live. So maybe I need to get the bus pass. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All I know is I'm hungry. And if I get the bus pass today, then what I'll do is I'll go and, or I should do it tomorrow, because I have somewhere I have to be in the morning tomorrow. I'll go and start going to the homeless places to eat and shit like that. So yeah.